Zap, have you ever seen The Shutter Island with Leonardo DiCaprio? Basically, The Shutter Island is a 210 American neo-noir psychological thriller film. In other words, its genre is a thriller movie, and its subgenre is a neo-noir psychological movie. This movie is directed by Martin Scorsese and written by Laira Kalogridis. Based in the novel of Denis Lehane at 203. And basically, it starts with Leonardo DiCaprio, that is a U.S. Marshal, Edward Teddy Daniels, who's investigating a psychiatric facility on Shutter Island. After one patient goes missing, she disappeared. Here's when the situations get really weird. There are a participation of other actors like Mark Ruffalo, that is the partner of Tony Daniels, and Michelle Williams, like Daniel's wife. The film was released on February 19 of 210, and it received generally favorably critics. Also, it was chosen by National Board of Review as one of the top 10 films of 210, and grossed over 2,094 million worldwide, US dollar worldwide. The duration of the movie is 138 minutes. And specification of the movie is that the movie can be seen by people over the 16 years old. Actually, I will introduce you to the movie. When Ted Daniels goes to the island, he noticed that there was three words of patients. There were two ones A and B about males and females respectively, and the third one that is word C, that was for the most dangerous patients. But the things got weird because Teddy Daniels starts to notice that there is holes in the story offered by the psychologist and the psychiatrist, and basically, um, basically, he has a several suspicious of illegal experiments in the mind of the patients are doing in that place. However, Teddy has a trauma caused by a similarity. Andrew Daniels, who accidentally, due to his problem with fire, starts a fire that kills his wife. Andrew Ladies supposedly was in the psychotic facility. Teddy wants like a type of vendetta. Wow. The trauma of Daniels results to be strong because the problem of the fire in his wife and his children. Also, he participated on the World War II, and his dreams. In his dreams, we notice the dead wife, and she console him. And also, he has like dreams about the war he lived. Actually, I will not tell about more about the story because you have to see it. I will not sponsor you. uh, Basically, is one of the most favorite movies because it incites you to think. For me, is one of the most favorites because it incites me to think. And it is a movie with content, a psychological content. It's like a project to treat psychological conditions. almost perfectly. Actually, I want to study psychology. Like that is the connection of the movie, and that I love it. I will give you some things about the content, like the audio of the movie that bring us feelings of stress and suspense. The symbology of the movie, like the lagoon, like his daughter, like the dad, his wife, the World War II, his problem with alcohol, the fire that caused the death the murder of his wife, and his constant hallucinations. Also, the movie also another point important is the representation of the unconscious in his dreams, in his life, uh, basically. Basically, is the project is totally, almost totally controlled. The situation can be controlled, but there are some times that the situation gets off the hands of the of the clinical of the clinica of no of the psychiatric facility. Basically, you have to see it. Is the most no, is the best movie you can see.